Hey there, true crime friends. Okay, look, it is the evening of trial day 5 in the case of the state of Florida versus Travis Rudolph, aka the you can't trust a big butt and a smile trial. So, here's the thing. We are on day 5, and I gotta do this video tonight because tomorrow morning I'm back on the Today Show. Not for true crime. You know how I do. I think Al Roker's gonna be back with us tomorrow. I don't know. I was on the Today Show last week and a few weeks. Whatever. If you come to this channel all the time, I go on the Today Show all the time. You know that. But anyway, I'm gonna be back tomorrow morning on the Today Show, so I might not have time to make a video in the morning. So here I am right now. Anyway, what happened in trial today? Listen, Capt Combover, the dude who has like the comb over that looks like a hand that somebody laid on his head. First of all, from one angle, I was like, oh, did he just take a note and shave it all off? Oh no, they just had him from a different angle. And so the hand, instead of being like this, was kind of like this. Listen, when your hairline starts back behind your ears, go on and shave. Just shake, because the level of denial needed to walk around in this world with that comb over is a sin and a shame, honey. It is a sin and a shame. So anyway, Capt Combover tried to bore us all to death today. The CSI lady was back up there and he just asked her question after question after question. I went to a meeting that lasted 2 hours and came back and he was still asking questions. And I was like, oh, sweet Jesus. Put me out of my misery. So then Cee Lo, the medical examiner, got up there. Now that is not his given name. I'm sure his mama named him something else. But to me, he looked like Cee Lo, only like very smart and nerdy. I kind of liked this guy. He was just like, yes, no, there were bullets, blah, 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 medical words. Anyway, he got up there and he testified. Now, I was not sure how many times Sebastian had gotten shot. Ladies, stop it. The dogs are back to barking. He was shot 10 times. Look, there's Holly again, causing trouble. There must be a deer in the backyard. Sebastian was shot 10 times. That's a lot of gunshot wounds. And I went back and I listened to part of the first day's testimony to just, because I was like, when did he get shot? Was he in the car? Was he out of the car? What happened? So I was just re-listening to day 1 on 2x speed, because you know, everything has to be fast. Holly, stop it. So, he was shot when he got into the car, I think. But also because the bullets were coming fast and furious, he was also shot through the car door. But a bunch of the bullets hit him in. Oh, listen, Travis made Swiss cheese of this boy. It was holes everywhere. Shots in the neck. Here's the thing, though. Of the 10 shots that hit him, only like 2 or 3 of them were fatal. So if they would have got the heck out of there a little faster, maybe they would have been okay. I don't know. Let me tell you this. I don't want to get shot. I don't want to get a shot down at the CVS. I don't want to get a flu shot. I certainly don't want to get shot with a big old gun with a madman. And in listening to the first day's trial, I hate everybody in this case, right? Well, I'm starting to like Travis better, because day 1, I was like, okay, I'm going to keep an open mind and we're going to see what happens. So I'm listening. And as all these young boys got up here, these young black boys who were like dressed nice and well-spoken and whatever, I was like, okay. To me, I look at these kids, because they are kids to me, child. I'm in my 50s. I'm old. So these 20-year-olds, these are fetuses as far as I'm concerned. So all the fetuses was getting up there. All I could see was the faces of my 4 sons and their friends. I'm like, that looks like the kid who rides his bike up to my house. All of these kids remind me of kids I know, minus the guns and the thuggery and the madness. But like, my kids are like, they're good students. They go, they do what they're supposed to do. They say please and thank you. And I was like, okay, maybe they just got in a bad situation. And as I was rewatching, the level of guilt that is evident all over these boys' faces, listen, they don't care what happens in this trial. And that's why they're such terrible witnesses. They don't care. They know they messed up and got their friend killed. That's the bottom line. So there's nothing that this court can do to them that's worse than what they've already done to themselves. And Big Booty, Dominique, whatever her name is, she's a lying sack of sugar. Oh, he grabbed me. He threw me on the ground. Child, we saw the video. He threw you on your brand new Brazilian butt lift and you bounced right back up. It was like you landed on a spring. And you all dramatic and and all of that dramatics ruined a whole bunch of lives. Not the least of which is hers. Because Sebastian, the dude that got killed, oh, he's my brother, he's my family, he's whatever. You know what else he is? He is the defendant, or no, he is the guy bringing a civil case against your mom and them. So your mother was out of town in Jamaica or whatever. Oh, I hope she was getting her groove back, getting a nice drink with an umbrella, something like that. She came back to a good friend of the family dead, another good friend of the family shot up. Her car was made out of Swiss cheese. What happens when you get your car shot up? Does Geico cover that? Like, do you have to like meet your deductible and then it's all fixed up? I guarantee you the car was total, because you know what I'm not going to buy? A car with 29 bullet holes in it. So mama was in Jamaica getting her groove back, and she comes home to death and mayhem and a crying daughter and hysterical kids. Everybody in this family needs therapy. Everybody in this case needs therapy. The level of trauma experienced by those boys that, let's be clear, they brought on themselves. If they had guns or if they didn't have guns, frankly, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me, because you can't roll up at some dude's house who you know has a good security system, who you know has an arsenal of guns. You're just going to roll up there and chat with him at midnight with you and your friends playing all Billy Badass. I'm going to take my shirt off and I'm going to go talk to the dude. Listen, if a dude got a gun, if a dude knows how to spell the word gun, I'm not knocking on his door at midnight. No, I am not. So y'all going to come and just sucker punch him and have a fight? No, ill-advised. Is this what they mean by not having your frontal lobe fully developed? Because something was not fully developed. God knows this plan was not fully developed. Had Dominique left her big booty alone, left her flat booty alone, whatever she had going on, oh, she was busy trying to be cute. She thought she was going to land her a baller. Oh, she was like, I'm going to be basketball wives or football wives or whatever kind of wives, and I'm going to be driving a fancy car, and I'm going to sit here nice and dumb, although she referred to herself as a knowledgeable child, Miss Danielle, Dominique, whatever her name is. I guarantee you, you are not. You are a dumbass. Because you know what? You and all your cute and all your drama and whatever ruined a whole bunch of lives. And I have done research, and by research, I mean actual real research. I read a newspaper online. There was no paper involved in my research, like actual paper made out of trees, but I read it online. This incident happened on like June 2nd, January 2nd, something the 7th, whatever the 7th day was. You know what day Travis's contract got canceled? That same day. Those Canadians are nice. The Canadians are like, oh, no, we don't have guns. We play hockey. Now, this is not a Canadian accent. I don't know what accent it is, but you get the idea. The same day that this situation went down, the Canadians were like, oh, no. You and your gun-toting self, you're going to have to stay down there in Florida. Your contract is over. Thank you and good night. So his whole situation got ruined from one situation, from one bad move. He was, you know what? Initially, I was like, yes, these dumbasses came to his house and picked a fight, but he didn't have to pull out a gun. But you know what? If 4 dudes roll up on my house and they knocking on my door at midnight, these scrawny little kids, I'm a big NFL player. I work out. I've been in the big leagues, blah, blah, blah. This man and his brother beat down 4 to 5 dudes without weapons. I mean, they didn't have any weapons. They didn't use bats or knives or whatever. And they leveled these 4 dudes and sent these 4 dudes running. Now, these dudes were like, oh, we're losing the fight. This is what I think happened. Strictly the gospel according to gossip, rumor, and innuendo. These dudes were losing the fight and they pulled out guns, or they didn't. Maybe they put their fingers like the shape of a gun, child. I do not know. I was not there. But this guy was like, you know what? I've had enough of all of y'all. And he went and got one of his 4,000 guns and fired 39 shots, 10 of which hit Sebastian. And from what I recall from opening statements, Sebastian was the one encouraging people to bring guns. I believe Sebastian was also the one with a criminal record. So the dude who's known for doing all this charity work, Mr. Travis Rudolph, the one who was trying to do something good with his life, trying to move ahead. Yes, he was seduced by a big button smile, and that big button smile has ruined his whole life. He was a decent dude. And now the prosecution is saying, we can't bring up all his good deeds in the community. Oh, I read the papers. Okay, I didn't actually read the papers, but I heard Brandy Churchwell read the papers over there on her live stream the other day. Oh, they didn't want it brought up that Dominic got a new big booty. They didn't want it brought up that all these dudes, one of the dudes worked at a strip club. They didn't want it brought up that one of them had a criminal record. Sebastian, I'm looking at you. Even though you are not on this mortal coil anywhere, yes, I am still reading you for filth because, brother, you got what you deserve. Now, do I think black men need to be out here in these streets getting shot? Absolutely not. But you know what else you're not supposed to be doing? Rolling up on people's houses at midnight. Listen, you can't roll up at my house and give me an Academy Award, a big giant paper check, a bouquet of balloons, nothing, not one thing. Send me a telegram, send me a text, call my house. Don't step foot on this front porch. Let me tell you something. My husband is from the Bronx. We don't play like that around here. I am not a gun enthusiast. Now, do I have a child who has guns and is very happy to shoot them? Yes. What could I do to you? Run my big mouth about you. There might be some bullets somewhere around here. I could throw some bullets at you. I have a mean shot. I have a mediocre shot, and there's a chance I might hit you with them. Oh, I will call the local police now. Oh, yeah, child, my 911 finger is quick. I'm like, 911. Anytime the doorbell rings, ding dong, I'm like, 911, and then I hover over send. Let this be the wrong. Child, I live near the police station, and this is a small town. They'll be here quick, fast, in a hurry. They will cart you off for nothing. Some little, your homie's witness came over here trying to get me to talk to Jesus or whatever. I was like, hello, officer. The people with their little magazines are here at my store. Arise, believe, whatever it is. You better arise yourself right off my front porch. I'm not having none of that. All of that to say, these dudes were wrong. Initially, I was like, Travis was wrong for shooting them. Now I'm like, I admire Travis's restraint because the fact that Travis didn't fill everybody's ass with lead, well, they should just consider themselves lucky. Under different circumstances, this would be a murder trial of the sad case of the murder of Travis Rudolph, aspiring NFL star. Thing was, Travis Rudolph, oh, he had a gun. Oh, and he was prepared. Travis was orderly. Travis had the gun's instruction manual. He probably read it, was like, okay, put the bullets in slot A, pull the trigger here so I can Phil, whoever comes over here messing with my family, my mother, knocking on my door after midnight, I'm going to fill their behinds with lead. And you know what he did? He filled their behinds with lead. And this is Florida. Everybody down there just shoots each other for sport. Like, oh, this is not the Domino's pizza I ordered. Boom, boom. Like, Listen, I'm not doing nothing in Florida. I'm going to go. I'm going to speak very politely. I'm going to call people ma'am. I'm going to sit my behind down on the beach and then get myself back on the plane and go home. I ain't doing nothing in Florida. Nope. I won't jaywalk in Florida. They probably shoot you for jaywalking in Florida. I do not know. Hey, Florida, I see y'all. Not all of y'all are gun toting, but enough of you are that I ain't messing with near one of you. Nope. Not me, not mine. I'm scared to say the word Florida. Might they come and shoot me for saying the word Florida? Maybe we should just whisper it. Anyway, all of that to say, these dudes are ridiculous. The lawyers, a mess. Cee Lo, the medical examiner, he was pretty smart, and I actually liked him. And he just, no matter what happened, he was unflappable. I was watching it on live stream, and everybody was just like, oh, the lawyer is sick of him. Listen, Cee Lo had no F's to give. Fresh out. Not one. He's like, yep, let me just tell you what's right here in my report. I will consult my report. What other questions do you have? I'm going to sit here and drink my glass of water. Y'all not going to bother me because you know what's going to happen? Whether you like me or don't like me, whether you convict me or don't convict me, you know what's going to show up for me on Friday? My direct deposit. A girlfriend of mine told me, child, all I need is Jesus and direct deposit. She was not wrong. Personally, all I need is direct deposit. The rest of it, I trust will take care of itself. Finally, today in court, the judge got a little snippy. Now listen, the judge was doing some heavy sighing all through this trial. He was like, and at the end of the day, he was like, y'all gonna need to hurry this up because I have a new murder case starting on Friday and y'all need to get this together. And so he read the prosecution for filth and he read the defense for filth. And the people on the live stream was like, oh, this is a man's life. And they are absolutely right. But here's the part that I heard that maybe they missed. The judge is not mad at the witnesses and all of that. I mean, he's a little bit mad at the witnesses and all of that. But what he expressed his most displeasure about was the voir dire process. The fact that jury selection took 5 days. If you go back and you watch that part of it, at the end of the day, the judge was saying, if you will consult whatever statute, whatever, there's some new law that says y'all can't be messing around with this jury selection. 5 days of jury selection pushed this trial out. So now we're in day 5 of trial, and the judge is pissed off about it. So he's trying to get this wrapped up because he got another murder. I mean, listen, I'm sure they got a conveyor belt of murders down there in Florida, all them guns floating around. But the judge is snippy. He's tired of everybody's mess. And frankly, I'm ready for this to be over too. But I want to hear Travis testify. I want to hear every word he has to say. He needs to do it after I am off of my Today Show appearance tomorrow because I want to be there live and in person. Last but certainly not least, that Family Feud dude, oh, he got convicted. That idiot who was like, let me Google, how do I break in a house with a crowbar? How do I make a homemade silencer? How do I kill my wife? And how do I try and get away with it? And then they rolled out the evidence in court that showed he broke into the house with a crowbar, killed his wife with a homemade silencer, and did not get away with it. Sir, you're bad at crime. I would advise you to use the incognito feature on your phone, but you're not going to need that where you're going. Although there's plenty of phones in prison. Sir, going forward, explore the incognito feature because listen, you're not exactly a rule follower. Oh, you're going to get a phone in prison. You're going to, you will probably have some terrible food. You're going to break some rules, and you're going to be in there with your own kind. You're going to be in there with a bunch of murderers, so you'll be nice and comfortable. I'm sure they will educate you in better ways to do murder if you ever get out of prison. But likelihood is probably not so much. And, sir, you're getting what you deserve. Okay, I might see y'all tomorrow. If you don't see me here bright and early, then I will either see you over on Churchwell Charts, Brandy Churchwell's live stream, or I'll see you on the Today Show, or I will see you tomorrow after work. Y'all have a good night, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.